So you want to build seriously strong quads? Most people think that means one thing and one thing only: squats. But what if I told you there's a whole world beyond the squat rack? If squats just aren't your thing, or frankly, you're just bored of them, we've got you covered. We're about to break down 6 powerful alternatives to get you stronger legs. Okay, let's just get right to it. Do you really have to squat? I mean, for years, it's been crowned the undisputed king of leg day. But let's be real. What if it's not the right fit for you? What if your knees just scream no every time, or you're just tired of doing them? Well, the good news is the experts agree. The answer is a big, resounding no. You are not limited to just one exercise. We're going to explore 6 fantastic, expert-backed alternatives that are perfect for anyone, whether you're dealing with joint pain, you're looking to add some variety, or you're just ready to try something new. All right, first up, let's dive into what are called unilateral movements. It's just a fancy way of saying exercises that work one leg at a time. And let me tell you, this approach is a total game changer. It helps you really isolate each quad, and as a cool bonus, it forces your core to fire up and seriously challenges your balance. First on our list is the simple step up. Now, this is a movement that you actually do all the time in your daily life, climbing stairs, stepping up onto a curb. This is what we call functional strength at its absolute best. Now, to do it right, your form has to be on point. The first key is to pick a height where you can keep your chest up and your back straight. Then, you want to drive the movement through your foot. Don't cheat by swinging your body for momentum. And always, always control the movement on the way back down. That slow, controlled lowering, that's where the magic really happens. And here's the why behind its power, explained perfectly by physical therapist Joe Hobeck. With a squat, the work is basically split 50-50 between your legs. But with a step up, one leg is doing almost all of the work. That massive, focused demand is what builds incredible, balanced strength. Our next single-leg powerhouse is the classic lunge. You knew this one was coming. It's incredibly versatile. You can do them anywhere, with weight, without weight. They're perfect for pretty much any fitness level. You know, the key to a really good lunge is stability. So start with your feet about hip-width apart to give yourself a solid base. And here's a great mental cue. Think of your torso as an elevator. It only goes straight down and straight up. Then power back to the start, but pushing through that front foot. Okay, now let's shift gears a bit. We're moving on to exercises that offer a lot more stability and control. These are fantastic options if you're a beginner or if you have sensitive knees, because they let you really truly focus on isolating that quad muscle safely. First up is the open chain knee extension. Now, don't let the technical sounding name throw you off. This is one of the most direct ways you can possibly fire up your quads, and you can do it with something as simple as a chair. The setup, honestly, could not be simpler. Just sit tall in a chair, plant your feet on the floor, and then slowly straighten one leg out in front of you. Give that quad a good, hard squeeze at the top, and then lower it back down with control. It's so simple, but wow, is it effective. But hold on a second. Here is a number that is absolutely critical to remember: 45 degrees. This angle is the sweet spot. And here's exactly why that number matters so much. According to sports medicine physician Dr. Michael Frederickson, if you extend your leg past this point, you can put a whole lot of unnecessary stress on that joint right under your kneecap. That can lead to issues like runner's knee. So, staying within that 45-degree range keeps the exercise both safe and super effective. So, sticking with these well-supported movements, if you're in a gym, the leg press is a fantastic option. It completely takes balance out of the equation, which means you can focus purely on the push. And here's why it's so beneficial. Dr. Fredrickson explains that because your feet are planted, it's what's called a closed chain exercise. Just think of it like a stone archway. The pressure gets distributed across multiple points, like your hips, your knees, and your ankles. That makes the whole movement stronger and way safer than isolating just one joint. Okay, for our final section, let's take this outside the gym entirely. You can build incredible quad strength just by changing how you interact with the world around you. No weights required. That's right. Your next workout could be as simple as finding a good hill. Both walking down it and, walking backwards up it are surprisingly intense quad builders. So how in the world does this work? Well, you're actually engaging your muscles in 2 completely distinct ways. When you walk downhill, that's an eccentric contraction. The muscle lengthens while it's under tension. It's basically acting like a brake.
Then, when you walk uphill backward, that's a concentric contraction. The muscle shortens as it contracts. Now it's acting like an engine. You're hitting the muscle in two totally different and totally beneficial ways.
All right, our final exercise is something you can literally do right now wherever you are. It's the single leg balance. It might not look like much, but trust me, the work happening inside your quads is significant. What you're doing right here is called an isometric activation. Your quad is firing like crazy to keep you stable, but the joint itself isn't actually moving. This builds incredible stability, which is crucial for everything from preventing a stumble on uneven ground to powering up a flight of stairs with confidence. So after exploring all of these different alternatives, what's the big takeaway here? How do we put all of this together into a routine that works? So here it is, your new quad strengthening toolkit. We've covered unilateral power moves, controlled isolation exercises, and functional movements you can do absolutely anywhere. Your routine is no longer limited to just the squat rack. You've got options. And this really brings us to the most important point of all. The best routine isn't about finding that one perfect exercise. It's about variety. A truly strong, balanced, and resilient body is built by challenging it in a bunch of different ways. So we'll just leave you with this final thought. Your body is built to bend, to twist, to push, and to pull. It's designed for multidimensional movement. So why should your training be any different? Thanks for joining this explainer.